Hello, my dear people. Welcome to Selena's Corner. So, as you know, that last year was the first time the university conducted online papers for B.ED, right? And looking at this year's COVID situation, it looks like this year is going to be the same. And so, to guide you and prepare you better for your upcoming tests, I have come up with a few questions that were asked in last year's papers. And to keep getting updates on all my new videos, please subscribe to my channel right away and hit like on all my videos. Let's begin with today's video. Question 1. Dash is the head of educational administration at taluka level. Option A, Block Development Officer. Option B, Block Education Officer. Option C, Cluster Head. Or Option D, Taluka Master. The correct answer is option B, Block Education Officer. Question 2. The teacher reduces the unfavorable factors by measuring the progress of the classroom with the help of various motivators is called as dash. Option A, control. Option B, decision. Option C, leadership. Or option D, planning. Here, option A and B are definitely not our answers, but there could be slight confusion between options C and D. But if we try to think it out logically, we realize that planning is always done in advance. So all the strategies, policies, or procedures are all thought out keeping in mind the educational objectives, and that is how planning is done for that particular period. Whereas leadership is a continuous process, right? So using various techniques, the teacher figures out all the various unfavorable factors and using her leadership skills, she tries to reduce them. So our answer here is going to be option C, leadership. Question 3. Dash is responsible for implementation of education policy at state level. Option A, Director of Education. Option B, Education Minister. Option C, Education Officer. Or option D, Deputy Education Officer. Now we have a new education policy 2020 that has been passed by the center, but it has not been implemented in all the states throughout India. Haryana has already implemented it, whereas Maharashtra is working on it. So the Education Minister of Maharashtra, that is Varsha Gaikwad, she has already set up a committee that coordinates with various study groups and experts, and they prepare a report based on their study of the education policy, and it also makes up recommendations for the minister to see how it will work out in the state. So it is the education minister who works towards implementation of the education policy in her or his state. Question 4. Dash is a process by which a leader influences or persuades to strive willingly towards stated objectives or goals. Option A, quality management. Option B, human resource. Option C, motivation. Or option D, leadership. You must have heard this many times that a good leader persuades people to work towards the set goals and really achieve it. Whereas people who have poor leadership skills are unable to do the very same job. Thus, our answer here will be option D, leadership. It is the process that influences and persuades people to work really hard to achieve the set goals. Question number 5. Which of the following is not a disadvantage of democratic style of leadership? Now you see the question, it gets a little confusing. The university will come up with such confusing questions. Just make it easy, understand the question and then go ahead reading the options. So over here, not a disadvantage means an advantage. An advantage of democratic style we have to figure out. Alright. Option A, quick acceptance of changes. Option B, peaceful industrial relations. Option C, availability of sufficient time for constructive work. Or option D, quick and clear decisions. Now this is democratic style of leadership. That means everybody has a say in all the policies and decision making. Thus, option A, that is quick acceptance, will not be an advantage because everybody doesn't accept the policy immediately. They have a lot of opinions and contradictory statements. So option A is not our answer. Option C is also not our answer because there isn't sufficient time for constructive work, as a lot of time is invested in discussions about the policy. Option D is also not our answer. Quick and clear decisions cannot be achieved because everybody is putting in their opinion and hence nobody really agrees to it quickly. Thus, option B is going to be our answer. It is an advantage of democratic style that there is peaceful industrial relations among the people as everybody feels important and useful to the organization, and thus there are good relationships among the people. Question 6. Under which kind of leadership style are the leaders too control oriented? Option A, paternalistic leadership. Option B, authoritarian leadership. Option C, democratic leadership. Or option D, laissez faire leadership. This is a very easy question. We can straight away mark the answer. That is option B, authoritarian leadership. The word says it all. And if you need further explanation, you can always look at all the videos that I've made before. Question 7. The most important challenge for a teacher is dash. Option A, to maintain discipline in the classroom. Option B, to make teaching process enjoyable. Option C, to make students do their homework. Or option D, to prepare the question bank. So obviously it's not to prepare the question bank or to make students do their homework. The answer is either to maintain discipline in the classroom or teaching process needs to be made enjoyable. Now, what is the most important? Both of these are important. Which is the most important? I would say option B is most important. That is to make teaching process more enjoyable. Because if the teaching is interesting, automatically there is discipline in the classroom as children are observant and they listen carefully without creating chaos in the class. Question 8. When was National Council of Educational Research established and when it formally began to operate? So this is a very straightforward answer. The answer is option D. It was established on the 27th of July 1961 and it formally began to operate on the 1st of September 1961. Question 9. Aim of vocationalization is dash. Option A, making technology and capable person. Option B, optimal use of human resource. Option C, enhancement in production of profession. Or option D, enhancement in financial level. The correct answer is option B, optimal use of human resource. Human resource being the people and making use of them to their maximum capacity. So if there are some people who are unable to cope with studies, they basically are left out. They don't get jobs. They are not able to earn a living because they have not scored enough percentage. But vocationalization leads to training of these people in various skills that they are good at, training them and utilizing them, making them part of the workforce so that they can also earn a living and the country can grow as well. So that is optimization of the human resource. And the last question of today's video, question 10, the task to be determined in advance is called as dash: organization, coordination, direction, or planning. As discussed before, tasks that are determined in advance are planning. Option D. Thank you guys. That's all for today. So please subscribe to my channel to get further updates and all the new content and videos that I post on my channel. Keep studying and stay safe.